Okay, you guys, so we are back bright and early this morning because there are a few things that we need to address. When I tell you that, if I can see something, I'm going to tell you what I'm seeing. And what I'm seeing is this. Most of the backlash that Cardi B is getting, it is not because of Cardi B so much. It is partially due to Cardi B, but not entirely because of Cardi B. Majority of the backlash is because of her arrogant fan base. I believe that because Cardi B is filled with so much drama, loose behavior on the internet, she has garnered the supporters who aligns with the loose, arrogant behavior over a period of time. Cardi B doesn't encourage her fans to uplift themselves and to be better individuals. Cardi B actually encourages her fans to be loose and promiscuous. She does. Does she say it in so many words? No. But whenever a woman comes to social media and consistently say she has the best kitty cat and every nigga that she smashes, takes care of her, doesn't want to leave, and then give it 3 to 5 business days, she is the same person who is going to come out and say, this nigga is taking this advantage of her, that nigga is taking this advantage of her, Offset is taking her money, Offset mom is taking her money. So because her entire career is filled, if you notice Cardi B's career from start, it was all drama, love and hip hop. And Cardi B would tease these women, put on these women's stuff, sit on these women's husband or boyfriend lap in front of their faces. That's the mess and the drama that gave her her career. That's the blueprint of her career. So as such, her career will consistently be messy and nasty. And because of that, those are the following that she has garnered over the years. So when we see Cardi B's fans' behavior, it is definitely a reflection of Cardi B. It is. If you look at Nicki Minaj's following, if you look at Beyonce's following, if you look at Taylor Swift's following, you'll never see someone who follows Beyonce to tell you that you are a whore, your kitty cat is no good, and those things, because those are the only things that comes out of Cardi B mouth. They'll tell you, oh, you're jealous because no nigga wants you, because those are the words that comes out of Cardi B's mouth. So if Cardi B's fan base are behaving like this, who's gonna behave like this? Chances are, I'll let you guys guess on that one. The behavior that Cardi B is promoting in the black community, let me tell you, Cardi B is a weapon against the black community. Cardi B is a dangerous weapon against the black community. I never realized it all this time. I never realized it. Who I thought was a dangerous weapon to the black community? I thought Blueface and Christian Rock was 2 of the most dangerous weapons to the black community. Future, those people, right? Because what they do is to promote a toxic lifestyle, and then their fan base actually aligns with it and learns from it, gravitate towards it. And if you guys remember, the former music exec, Mr. Starbucks, actually came out after Takeoff's death and said the people who controls these black artists, they actually tells these black artists to make salacious music, to pump them in the black community, to keep the black community down. I did a video on here sharing the clip from Mr. Starbucks appealing to the rappers in the black community to change their music, because if they change their music, it will change the behavior of the people in the black community. And when Mr. Starbucks said that, I was saying it's true. And the song that these guys do about 3 hoes, 4 whores, and pop that, this and that and that and that. But I was not looking at the female artists and realizing that these female artists too, they are a part of the problem. I'm slowly coming to the realization that Cardi B is a weapon against the Black community. And you know how I came to this realization? By the behavior of her fan base. I've seen fan bases acting wild. I can tell you how each fan base reacts. I can tell you that Kanye West has one of the largest, unhealthiest fan base known to mankind. And when I say unhealthy, you can tell that half of Kanye West's fan base suffers from mental health condition. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you, because they have sent me some DMs when I was opposing to Kanye's behavior. They could not understand how a girl that was cheering Kanye West on for so long, a girl that was defending Kanye left and right for so long, was speaking out against Kanye. And because of that, honey, if I show you some of the messages, some of them, Insta automatically blocked them because some of the messages were so horrible. The words in the messages were so horrific. I had to block a lot of them off my channel. And when I say a lot, it's more than 100. I've never seen another group of more unhealthy, mentally unhealthy, unstable people. But they are still not on the same level of behavior as Cardi B's fans. Beyonce's crew, I can tell you that most of Beyonce's followers are in deep, dark witchcraft. How do I know this? Because I've seen it in their behavior in my comment section. They threaten you with witchcraft and they tell you how they're going to use witchcraft against you. By the way, you can't use witchcraft against me. Let me let y'all know. I'm not going to go into details about why you can't, but if you do, it's going to come back at you. So I'm letting y'all know early, right? So I can tell you that I've seen the different fan base and I can tell you what each one of them are comprised of and composed of. I can tell you that Kim Kardashian's fan base, they are like some headless chickens. When I tell you headless chickens, Kim Kardashian's fan base, they are so clueless. Would you see them supporting Kim? Just don't say anything. But you know what they have? Money. Most of Kim Kardashian's fan base lives in Delulu land. I can tell you, I've seen them. They live in Delulu land, but they have money. I can tell you, I've seen them in my comment section. And do you know, as much as they live in Delulu land, I love them. I love them. I love Kim Kardashian fan base. They are so delusional. I think everyone should be like them. They're not in tune to reality. I kid you not. Taylor Swift fan base. Oh my God, I can't stand them. You know why I can't stand Taylor Swift fan base? They will dig up 101 dictionary just to reply to you. I can't. When they are replying to you, it's poetry. Oftentimes. I kid you not. I can tell you that most of Taylor Swift fan base are English language and English literature students. I can tell you. You know how? Because I'm an English language and an English literature student. Sometimes I look back at my videos, I was like, what the hell? And the thing is, because I speak Patois, I write English better than how I speak it. And I write poetry as well, and I write songs, but I've never released any of them in my spare time when I feel drawn to it. So I know them when I see them. So, as I was saying, as such, I've seen the different fan bases, and I can tell you that I'm not going to tell anyone how to live their life, because everyone has to choose what is best for them. But Cardi B is a danger to the Black community. She is, and I didn't realize it until this point. And I don't think she even knows this. I don't think she even knows it. I don't think she even sees it. But I do. And I know other people do as well. Cardi B is a danger to the Black community. And she needs to be very careful. She needs to be very careful, because Cardi B has gotten away with a lot that most people would not get away with. For example, when, the entire saga came out that stefondiggs was arrested because the chef had filed a report against stefondiggs, and she came out in stefondiggs' support, right? And when she was talking about stefondiggs, she switched over to, I don't care who want to say I drug and robbed men, I'll do it again because I hate men, right? And she is literally saying she has no regret, she has no remorse for her behavior. And then, even though she said she hates men, within the next 24 to 48 hours, who was there with a man on her arm? Cardi B. Look at the lifestyle that Cardi B lives. She always has a baby daddy that has multiple kids. She always has a baby daddy that has multiple kids. And then these people see that type of behavior, see that type of lifestyle, and they think that it is okay for them to be living the same type of lifestyle, for them to be replicating the same behavior, and it's not. That's no lifestyle for anyone to model. That's not any behavior for anyone to model. Consistently, a baby daddy with baby mama drama. And that is what she's presenting to people. And she puts her life on social media. And when she puts her life on social media, it's never about how you guys can make money and level up. It is never. I've never seen Cardi B putting out a video telling you to go back to school, to stay in school. Maybe she has done it, and I have never seen it. I've never seen that from Cardi B. Never. I've seen it from Beyonce. I've seen it from Nicki Minaj. I've seen it from Taylor Swift. I've seen it from Kanye West. And people talk bad about Offset, and we know Offset is a circus clown. But you know who is always standing up for humanity? Offset, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Beyonce. Do you guys remember when Nicki Minaj sent donation to Jamaica? And the following day, the Breakfast Club started attacking Nicki, started bringing up old beef, old drama, because they used Cardi B to orchestrate a smear campaign against Nicki, saying that Nicki is schizophrenic, and people started believing it, right? But irrespective of the fact that they were all saying that Nicki was schizophrenic, they were off on sound mind, and none of them sent any donation to Jamaica, Cuba, Haiti. None of them sent any donations to the countries that were affected. None of them, who have been calling Nicki all sorts of names. They were all there in their feast and their celebration. Offset was in Jamaica immediately after Hurricane Melissa. And this is why sometimes I say, And for those who keep up, I say, I'm going to go easy on Offset because I'll never forget kindness. The man is a circus clown. The man is going after his wife money and I don't support it. But at the same time, I'm going to be lenient on Offsets always. I'm going to always remember the people that looked out for my people. I've never seen Cardi B looking out for my people. I've always seen Cardi B promoting stain and disdain towards my people. That's what I see. And when a lot of people were talking about it, at first I didn't see it. But slowly but surely, when I started realizing that Cardi B was not a good person, and I don't hate her, but when I realized that she was not a good person, when I was listening to her Spaces Live, just before she did her album launch, and she was throwing shades at Nicki consistently. Every time she went on her Spaces Live, she was throwing shades at Nicki because it seems as though she has to use Nicki's name, not directly, because she doesn't use her name, but she used terminologies and jargons. So you could know she's talking about Nicki. And when she started throwing subliminals at Nicki, and I was looking on Instagram, I was looking at on Twitter, and I was like, hold on a second now, but I'm not seeing where Nicki's saying anything about Cardi B, so why this unprovoked behavior? And that's when I knew that when Kanye said Cardi B is a plant, she's a plant. That's when I started connecting all the dots. And then when people said to her she was the first one attacking Nicki, she said she never attacked Nicki. And then the impressive channel came and said, yes, Cardi B did and was throwing subliminals at Nicki. She said she was going to outsell. And then she was putting herself in the same category as Nicki. And when Nicki started replying, she said, when you were an artist, I was still going to school. And the internet said, but weren't you putting yourself in the same category as Nicki just the other day? And if the internet did not show proof that Cardi B was the first one who spoke on kids and Nicki replied, but Cardi B was quick to delete her post. And let me tell you about Cardi B's fans. They are dangerous. They never speak the truth about anything. They're just like her. Even when the evidence is there in black and white, they are gonna lie. They would rather lose themselves for Cardi B. It literally doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense. So yeah, I've came to the realization that Cardi B is a danger to the black community. She's a psychological danger to the black community. She promotes nothing positive. She contributes nothing positive. And this is why Candace Owens was speaking out against her, because of the ratchet behavior that she was bringing to the black community, because of the toxicity that she was promoting in the black community. Candace Owens was telling her, you're coming from a rough life and you've made it to become a part of the 1%. Why not teach your people how to escape poverty? You're teaching them to stay in poverty. Wet ass pussy, good dick, lick lick, wet wet. What does that do for anyone? And that's her entire career. That's her entire lifestyle. Even when she's out of the studio, when she comes to the internet, it's always about sex. Always. And if it's not about sex, it's about baby daddy drama. She's a danger to the black community. She is.